When I was making the beat, I knew it was gonna be like, I knew it was like super hard. Usually like if I make a beat and I think it's a smash with no vocals, it's like an instant smash with vocals. When I found out Cardi and Nicki were on the record together, I was like, these guys are geniuses.
MotorSport, put that thing in sports. Shout it bad, pop it like a court. You a dork, never been a sport. Pull up, jumping out the court.
Started banging on drums when I was like 5 years old. My dad was trying to, RIP my dad, he was definitely trying to get me to play guitar at a young age, and I just like really wanted to play drums. And that definitely gave me like a good grasp of like how I make beats. The first time I linked with the Migos was in Atlanta, probably like 5 or 6 years ago in the hood. I used to always like hit people up on Twitter. Like if I wanted to get to the Migos, I'd find like their friends on Twitter and I hit them up. So I hit someone up and I was like, yo, I'll give you beats if you play my beats for Quavo and Takeoff, because Offset was locked up at the time. They hit me back 2 weeks later, and they flew me out to Atlanta. I started living with them, and then we just kept working. So I was at my buddy's house, just like cooking up in his condo on like his little like Bose speaker. Q-Beat sent me the melody, the bell melody. And then I just looped the one part. I feel like a big part of music nowadays is collaborating, but I also like want to protect my sound, so like I'm kind of picky of who I like to collaborate with. I collaborate with Q-Beats a lot because I feel like we have a good chemistry, and every time like we like make a beat or like make a song, it like becomes like a big record. And then for the hook, I put Gross Beat on it. I just half speeded the one part. And then for the intro, I added like a texture underneath. And that's like, I just like chopped up the loop and like put like a texture on it and gross beated it and stuff. So the intro together is just, I feel like that gave it like an anthem feel. Stacking is like a big component of making music. I'm not gonna like use one melody and just like loop it throughout the whole thing. I'm gonna like add different textures, gross beat this part, have this texture, and just like have like little like formulas of how I want like it to change throughout the beat. Definitely my drums are what makes my beats fire. Breaking it down, these are like all the different hi-hats that I put into it. Because my beats are so simple, the random hi-hats and stuff, I feel like they like fill in the beat. And then with the Murda chant. You hear that chant in all my beats. It's just like an old sound from like a drum kit I found when I first started producing, and I just like liked it. It sounded like someone saying like hot or some shit, right? And then the claps with the snare. And then the 808 with the kick. Yeah, they kept it really simple because I couldn't really like hear what was going on, because like I said, I made it on like the smallest like speaker ever, probably like a speaker like this big, so I just kept it on like the right note. Just the simplicity of the bells and the 808 together, I feel like is a standout component of this beat. Yeah, that's definitely the key of the beat. So this is like the whole pattern together. I named the beat 6th Anthem because I was in Toronto. It was like around more Lifetime too, so like I made the beat. I was like, oh, Drake's gonna body this, you know? So I sent it over to him. Then I ended up being in New York with the Migos, and then I pulled up the beat, and then Quavo made it in New York, so it was dope. I just knew it was gonna be a huge record. With the Migos, it would have been a huge record, just them. Obviously bringing like Nicki and Cardi B together on the record made it like such like a big moment in music. I want people to like not know what to do when they hear this beat, because it's just like so hard to just like get confused and overwhelmed. This song is fire. This song is the Murda sauce, and the Murda sauce is fire.